Beloved Gurudev, the mind has presented the following questions, forwarding them to you. Gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. Swami Nikhil Bharati. Consciousness has no form, which means it has no limit, and hence it is everywhere. Then what is deep sleep? Why? नहीं होना नहीं होना तो बोलने का नहीं होना कुंतल को नहीं होना नहीं होना तेरे को कुंतल के हिस्से का होना What is the connection of deep sleep with consciousness? Consciousness has no form, which means it has no limit and hence it is everywhere. Who told you this? Kuntal, you come here, this side. Come. Nikhil. कुंतल ध्यान रखना मक्खी आएगी बैठो बैठो तू टीवी में आ ही नहीं सकता छोटे छोटे आते हैं Who told you consciousness has no form, which means it has no limit and hence it is everywhere? Yes.
It's just my perception.
Okay. You don't want to blame me? You're becoming humble.
No, it's what I have understood. It's my perception.
Your understanding is through experience or no experience?
No experience.
No experience. So first the knowledge is needed. That is how science moves ahead. So first they create some kind of theory, then they experiment whether they are right or not. It is said that God is everywhere. Almost in all the religion, it is said. डीडी थोड़ा इधर हो जाए 3.5 इंच Language is a problem always. We say everywhere because we are here. From here comes everywhere. are there. Otherwise, if there is no here, where is the there? So when we talk, all the talk happens in duality. It is always relative. When we say man, it is related to woman, right? The same way, what is everywhere is a wrong thing. What actually is, just is. This is can be experienced as isness when it comes to experiencing. Or when you realize, then you can say isness. When your own form disappears, calms down, you remain in the essence. So, what is it? Is it just is that which is. Now, that which is means everywhere, isn't it? Now, you are asking deep sleep. So, I don't know what do you mean. But your whole sheet I have read, it is all mental. We should not entertain this type of question. First, I read everything. Consciousness has no form, which means it has no limit, and hence it is everywhere. Then, what is deep sleep, death, dream, medically unconscious? Difference between humans, living things, and non living things? Is consciousness in everything solid, liquid, and gas? Please explain. Everything that we are arises with the consciousness, thought. Also, how can something trigger my consciousness? For example, Nikhil is in deep sleep and my friend wakes me up from morning walk. Thinking is not bad. It must be. I am in favor of thinking, but not this kind of thinking. It will take you nowhere. How can we nourish the consciousness? What is thought and where does it come from? What remains should we give to a thought in being state, Mona? If everything is happening, then what can Nikhil allow or not resist and how? How to erase past memories and not create new ones? How to acquire and live in let go attitude? Mind is really catchy. It refuses to release whatever it has caught and also does not have the patience to wait for the right time to react. Please explain acceptance due to alternative versus due to satisfaction. Also, when should one accept one when should one try working out a solution? You need a full bookshop of all. You buy their bookshop and you will find all the house book there. How to eat banana. These questions are like this. How to accept, how to let go. My dear, you are not a bacha, not a child. Don't ask how. See, our intelligence is totally crushed when we ask how. How many times I have to, whether also this should be equal. These are you a computer or a man? Where is our common understanding? You know, all the illiterate people live on common understanding. Common understanding everyone has. It is totally enmeshed, crushed the more you are educated. Sometimes I'm surprised, please don't mind तन्मय हो जाए हो जाए ना उसको साथ दो टू मच क्या बोलते हैं मैथोडिकल टू मच मैथोडिकल if mind has become too much methodical what it means it has no common sense life is lived through common sense now as Madhukar asked me Gurudev I have to when I was telling about the beach meditation that I have to go bathroom each animal has common sense he will take one leg and then how to relax himself no animal asks how isn't it why man is asking man is more intelligent educated read many books then why he asks how there is no how my dear in nature when the cloud comes from the very source. It asks the boss how to rain, where, how much area in this building or in that building. Air does not ask anything. Sun does not ask anything. Now you are asking how to let go. I lost you. Okay, I will come again. Today you are caught, my dear. Be ready now. Why Nikhil very easily get distracted when he is observing the observer? There is no why. That is how things are. And who is Nikhil? The question is who is Nikhil? You are not using the word I, but using the word Nikhil. Eh? You are tricking me. Actually, there is no Nikhil. There is no I. That is the case. And that is what all spirituality is all about. The moment you become aware, you are already enlightened that there is no such thing as Nikhil or as I. You have heard many times from me only that how thought arises or the first thought comes into existence. I will explain it again. Why Nikhil very easily gets distracted when he is observing the observer? Because he is the observer. Now he is trying to observe. So in the beginning, there may be little distraction, uneasiness. See, suppose this is something facing this side for such a long time, and then you, if you want to bring it like this, it may not come easily because it has got fixed. It may be rusted. But if you try, it can come. When you are observing the observer, the false observer, which is I, which is me, which is Nikhil, get this, it is not in its favor. You are not doing anything which goes its favor. It is against. That is why it distracts. So in the beginning there is a distraction, but don't worry. Go on observing. Have a patience. Same, aware of his breath in being state, unfocused, seeing, listening to the silence between the words. This will happen because these are all against the I, the me, the Nikhil, the ego, the mind. It is all one and same. And also they seem to be boring. Yes, to mind it is boring. Awareness is very boring to the mind. Awareness is very nourishing to the being. Once there is a taste, then it is not a boring thing. But in the beginning, one has to not give up, especially in self remembering, especially in observing the observer, whatsoever suits you, in a being state, in unfocused seeing, because everything is so jam, conditioned, rusted, that it needs little from your side. Also, they seem to be boring and time passes with great difficulty. Yeah, that is how. That is what sadhana means. Otherwise, what is sadhana? It is only me whose camps are not boring. That is why you are 40 days here. Otherwise, here is Bhola and Manmohan. I told many times to them that you go to attend the Neelam camp, attend Vairagya camp, attend others body camp, but they don't go. Though they are my disciple, but they don't, what I say, they don't follow. Even this much. हो जा क्या I told Manmohan to attend that Acharya Trivir Acharya or what, I don't know, to attend their retreat, which is for 9 days. It is for 3 days or for 9 days. I told many times to Manmohan also and Bol also, but they never go. They cannot afford to tell their people, go to Gurudev's retreat. They cannot afford. Nobody can afford. Only I can afford. I, I can send you anybody's retreat. And if you are connected to me, you are going to remain connected to me. Though I never possess you. You want to be possessed by me. Many people are here. They hanker that I should possess them. Or at least they should possess me. I don't allow that also. I said, okay, just be, you be, I be. Don't get married. Just have a friendship. That is okay. When you get married, then things. And don't be in a hurry. Let us have an acquaintance first. And it takes time, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years time. Be acquainted more and more, more and more. Don't make an image of me. Otherwise, you are always trying to meet the image and not me. And I am very good at changing my image. Have you saw today? Isn't it? A fresh person, a really alive person cannot be the monotonous. You understand? And when you make an image, and next time, if the same image is not there, then you are frustrated. That is why I say don't make image. Yes, they are boring to the mind. And I am saying again and again, don't listen to your mind, especially in this way. This you have to do. Here, your doership is needed. Otherwise, everything is just happening. Now you are listening to me. The listening is happening or not? Are you are doing something? Huh?
It's happening.
Yes, it is very simple. But it is happening because you are not resisting. It is happening because you allowed. So you can resist. That much you can do. That is the job of ego. Ego just if does this much more than enough that it should not resist. That's all. Otherwise, all else is a happening. You are breathing. You are breathing, or the breath is coming and going. Tell me, when you eat food, you digest. You think you digest, or the digestion happen. When you were born, you were not even seen through the naked eyes, isn't it? Maybe in the microscope you were there. In millions, one of them. It was a half teaspoon material in which you were. And today you are this big. It happened or you did something. Do you stretch yourself? The, one is becoming, growing in height or in width. Okay? It is a happening or a doing. Your hairs are black. You have done. Your naak is teda. Your eyes are brown or blue. You have done. What you have done? You tell me what you have done. You get born. You say, I was born, you were born. Or the birth happened. It is a misunderstanding that I am the doer. If you watch little closely, now this thing should be watched and this thing should be thought and this thing should be meditated upon. Walk is happening or you are walking. You can resist. You can say, I will not walk. Otherwise, walk is just happening. When you go to sleep in the night, sleep comes or you do something. You do and the sleep will never come. When you wake up or it happens. It happens. Where is the doer? This is just a machine, just functioning. It is the functioning of the totality. There is an automatic machine, that's all. Made by, manufactured by nature. It is a robot. Only with the illusion, which is not in the computer. No computer can say, I think. Man is nothing more than a computer. better computer, of course, but making many mistakes, makes many mistakes. So complicated machine, no science is ever able to make compared to this machine. You know, the whole system of communication, which is throughout the world, is in one body. The complex communication system, which is in the whole world, is in one body, and it works perfectly and so fast, so quick. It is a happening, or there is a doer. If you understand this much, that there is no doer, the story is over. You have not to ask all these questions then. Your one of question is very interesting. Let me see. There is a lot of interdependence on various factors in the functional world, while here and now is just perfect. How to bridge the gap? Nick lives in a complex, messy web of relationships. Please provide guidance on the following. What is healthy relationship? Is any relationship healthy ever? He is asking what is healthy relationship. If there is a healthy relationship somewhere for sale, everybody will buy. Isn't it? You can be healthy, not the relationship. If you are unhealthy, how your relationship is going to be healthy? You want a healthy relationship with having a very, very sick mind. But you never think that you are sick. You are unhealthy. Have you ever think? This thought never occurs. A healthy relationship can be between two healthy people. But two healthy people don't need any relationship. हो जाए हो जाए Suppose you are healthy, I am healthy, so you are happy, I am happy. Where is the need of relationship? You tell me. No, Shari, isn't it? So there cannot be healthy relationship. You understand now? don't say, don't say I am against relationship. A relationship shows you, mirrors the whole phenomena that you are unhealthy, that both are unhealthy. They mirror each other, that's all. But they start breaking the mirror. There's no need to be angry on the partner. The partner is nothing but a mirror. You are nothing for the partner, nothing but a mirror. But we start breaking the mirror. That is the mistake we make, isn't it? Healthy people don't need a relationship, and unhealthy people cannot have healthy relationship, and they hanker for the healthy relationship. They want the other should be healthy. Isn't it? Wife thinks husband is not healthy. Husband thinks wife is not healthy. No madman ever accepts that he is mad. How to stay aloof from relationship? First have a relationship, then you will be aloof. You will not ask how. Will you hide yourself in the. How to stay aloof from relationship and at the same time allow relating to happen. See, निखिल क्या हो गया है? Now, shall I open the secret? Nobody asks how to stay aloof from relationship. Only a person can ask who has a very bad relationship or it is not working. When the relationship is not working, then one wants to be aloof. But he finds he is unable to be aloof also. Then he asks how to be aloof. Means how to get out of the trouble. Just ask directly that this is the case and where I am wrong and what can be done. Is there anything which I can do? So these are the round ways of asking. These are mental games. It never solves. Just come and tell your problem. And only then, when you are ready to do what is told to you, that is the main thing. That is the main thing. Otherwise, don't, especially don't ask me. Now I am very clear. After this camp, I am not going to tell anything to anyone. That is a promise. Loudspeaker ki kasam. And when you come to ask, first I am going to charge very heavy money. That heavy money will keep you away from me. हो जाए? You will not afford to pay that much money which you are getting free always. Now for one question, and that too with one condition that whatever I say, you have to do it. And with one more condition that whatsoever will be the result, I will not be responsible. You will be responsible. I'm not joking. Not joking, sir. Even I'm going to charge you, Gyandev. You ask so many questions. Very tricky fellow, very tricky. He knows how to handle, and he handles me also. But he does not know that he is not handling me. Only I don't resist his game. He has such not this type of question, very high, really high. So this time I'm going to charge him also. And this is not a joke. I'm not going to charge only one person. He can come and he can ask as many questions as he wants. Serious, unserious, and no condition to him. Whether he has to do that, he is free to do whatever. I will just tell him what to do, then he is free. And he is only Kuntal. Ho jaye? Because he pays me in advance. Really speaking, he is very eager to give, very, very eager to give some this way, that way. He will write email. I say, okay, just wait, don't worry. No, he will bring the checks. Because he is not money minded, that is why he is allowed. All other people are so much money minded. I know. I was not playing my games, but now I will play. I never played any game. Never. But now I am not going to remain the same. You will see. Jaydev, don't laugh. You are going to suffer more. How to stay aloof from relationship and at the same time allow relating to happen. Confused question. Ask straight away. नहीं ठीक है. What are my duties towards my near and dear ones? See, duty is a very, very absurd word. If you have no intelligence, any guidance given to you is zero. A real master will help you to have your own intelligence and decide moment to moment. There are no fixed theories, do's and don'ts, and slogans and commandments that has harmed the humanity. A real teacher, a real master will help you to have your own intelligence so that you can see things, so that you can walk yourself. How to take care of the interdependence on each other. All same thing is going on. Where to draw a line such that we don't trigger each other's button. You cannot draw a line. A unconscious person is going to push the buttons and get pushed his or her buttons all the time. You push my button. You cannot. Why? The more unconscious you are, the more your buttons are pushed. The more conscious you become, nobody can push your button. So become more conscious. A unconscious person is going to push everybody's button and get pushed his button by everyone. You understand? So become more and more aware. Let us come back again. Consciousness has no form, which means it has no limit, and hence it is everywhere. Then what is deep sleep? Now, what you want to ask, I don't understand. Consciousness, when it appears in the physical form, it appears with three gunas. It is called rajas, activity, tamas, inertia, and sattva, which means harmony. It is its nature. It comes with three. And then it has three states: waking, deep sleep, and dreaming. You understand? Now, this is its quality. Waking state, deep sleep state, dreaming state, it function in all the states. But I could not get the relation what you are asking. Now I am speaking what I am speaking. Now you are asking death. I don't understand what do you mean. Dream. In a dream also, there is a sim consciousness. It is not full. It is sim. Sim is okay. Medically unconscious means somewhere the plug is out. difference between human living, difference between humans, living things and non-living things. You ask again. Would you like to ask now? What do you mean? All this?
I just wanted to know the difference between deep sleep and death. The consciousness is there, the body is there.
Yeah,
Then what's the difference between deep sleep, death,
yeah.
dream?
It is a mystery. Nothing can be pinpointed. Nothing. I am saying nothing. Just remember this word as exactly because it is a mystery. Mystery means which little you know and more you don't know in glimpses. And because man is going on asking question and question and question, and that is why there are answers and answers and answers, but it serves no purpose. Now you have deep sleep, experience it. You have waking state, experience it. Hmm? You are having it, na? So what was your question again?
What's the difference between deep sleep and death?
Death.
Because consciousness is there,
Because
the
it is all
body is there.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. But when the form is not in a proper shape, it does not function. It needs system. When the system is broke, unconnection happens, then it disappears. When the consciousness disappears, breath also disappears with it. And that is why you are declared dead. And four people come and take you. Maybe 40, but basically fours are needed. Is consciousness in everything solid, liquid, and gas? That is what they say. Now, I have not entered everywhere in the solid, in the liquid, and I have to enter first, and then I have to declare. See, when you have common sense, what is common sense? When it is said that you are all, when you stay in your essence, there is intuitive revelations which happens to many people in the past who were thought to be enlightened Buddhas, which are the same. Okay, one man can go wrong, but everyone has having the same. And their saying helps the other to realize also and come to the same conclusion. Yes, it is right. Not that because with the body, how you can be everywhere. Only essentially you can be everywhere. Now, consciousness is there. Can you say is not there? Because to say that it is not there, consciousness is needed. Because consciousness is that which makes you feel, which makes you say something. It should be present, isn't it? Now it is present, and through discrimination that not this, not this, not this, not. You can discard everything but not pure consciousness. Can you discard pure consciousness? You cannot. That is why, by which you know that you are, by which you know that the world is consciousness. That is why I am consciousness. How do I know that the world is? How do I know that I am? If there is no consciousness, can a dead body assert that here is the world and here I am? Only a alive person. And who is alive? Who has consciousness? If there is no conscious, so you are not the body, you are the consciousness. Isn't it? Is clear? Satish ji clear? So you are not the body, you are consciousness. Now the question is whether it has a form or not. If it has a form, then show me. Because it knows the form, the very logic says it should not have the form. Only a formless can know the form. Only a timeless can experience the time. The opposite, the background, is needed. Where is the background? Getting the point? Because it has no form, that is why the mistake happens. When consciousness appears in the body, because it has no form, so it is restless. Then slowly, it starts feeling that this body is my form. See, is light has a form? Nothing. You are Star TV, you tell me, is light has a form? When a light appears in the body, it takes the form of the body. Is not it? Is not it? Now that light which has taken the form assumes that I am this form. This is called identification. Once you know that I am not the body and I am the light, then let be the shape there. What difference it makes? Little intelligence, things can be solved. There is a need to understand not much, little. What is consciousness? Consciousness is that by which I come to know that I am, I can realize, I can experience, I can say, I can assert that I am. A consciousness is the very stuff of knowing. Now, this consciousness is a light which enables you to know what you are, who you are, what the world is. In darkness, do you see things? It does not mean that there are no things. Put off all the lights and sit here. But can this form be visible? So light enables them, make it visible. So that light also makes enables this body to visible. Otherwise, where is the body? But light is not the body. Though it makes the mistake, and that is in the nature of thing. Don't ask why it makes the mistake. There is no why. Nobody can answer. No Buddha, no Krishna, no Osho, nobody. That is how things are. But it can be disillusioned also. It is illusion that it is the body. It can be disillusioned. A master comes and tells the disciple that you are not the body. And if the disciple is really ready and takes the master word, immediately gets enlightened. Otherwise, disciple says, I don't realize, then he says, okay, do this dynamic and kundalinis for 40 days. If it does not happen in 40 days, then in next 40 days. And I stretch this logic up to 108 lives. And you have asked that kind of question somewhere, isn't it? Yeah. See, here is question. Please tell us about body and mind mechanism. Four habits of mind as per Gurdjieff. Better you read Gurdjieff books. You will love them. You have that kind of inclination. So I will suggest to you to read Gurdjieff. So you will know the four habits, and maybe there you found seven. Benefits of clapping in evening. Just do an experiment where you live. When you reach home in the evening, have a bath and clap for half an hour. For 1 week, you just do clapping. And then you stop clapping and try again and again until you have some clarity that what is happening. First thing, when you do this, for a spur of moment, you become attentive, isn't it? Fresh. Sound, there is a sound therapy. Here I use all that without telling you. Now there are doctors, there is a total science which through sound heals the diseases. So this is also a sound, isn't it? See how beautiful it is. हो जाए मारो जरा ताली. It creates happiness, isn't it? It creates happiness. It creates aliveness, brightness, freshness, and it pushes away many kinds of germs which are already doing their boom boom like flies. You know, science knows virus, small, these so many things. So it helps. So it is hygienic, healthy, a simple thing one can do. Laughter also does that. Why is it sure that enlightenment will happen in 108 lives? Actually, it will happen in 7 lives. Actually, it is going to happen in 7 lives. Once you have become the meditator, once, maybe not good one, does not matter. But if the meditation has started happening to you, if you are really slow, really slow, even then it will take 7 lives. But I ask you that keep the patience of 108 lives because I want you to be really patient. It helps. Now, from where it comes, these 7 lives things? It comes from Buddha. In Buddha's terminology, they say that when a person becomes a srotapan, there is a term called srotapan. So he will cross over within 7 lives. That is where. So I trust them. I believe them that I have no experience in that sense. I'm see, you know what I don't know. I don't know. So I am telling you the source, but I am demanding 108 lives. So that is for sure shot. 108 8 is really good quota. Actually, your questions are boring, but still I am going talking. difference between human living things and non-living things, they say there is a energy. Before they used to say, the science used to say that there is only matter. Then they changed the theory. They concluded that there is no matter at all, there is pure energy. Then science starts saying that there is on all the forms are of different patterns of energy. But when you see a stone, it is not a matter, it is a energy. That is what science proved. Now science has come to the same conclusion which all the time all the spiritualists have, that there is no energy, but it is conscious energy. It is consciousness through science. You're getting my point? So Upanishads, rishis, all the meditator of the past is saying that God is everywhere. God is the old name of the new God, which is consciousness. So there is an energy. It is not a blind energy. It is the very, very creative energy of this whole universe. And that is called consciousness. All the manifestation whatsoever. Now you are asking living, non-living. In stone, the God is sleeping. In the man, the God is just little awake, not fully awake. In Buddha, it is fully awake. The consciousness in a Buddha is just full awake. In stone, it is fast asleep. You people are sleeping or what? I am singing a song, classical song. They sing a song, बात निकलेगी तो दूर तलक जाएगी. तो when दूर comes, बात निकलेगी तो दूर. You don't appreciate? Now, when consciousness arises, like when you sleep in the night, in deep sleep, and again you wake up in the morning, so consciousness arises. So, what happens first? The moment the contact happens with the consciousness, the very first feeling is I. Now, this is the first thought, I thought. Okay? The moment I thought arises, it means nothing but the body sense. First, there is a pure consciousness, pure sense of being, not this or that, not me or you, but just pure presence, being. Immediately it becomes I. I means now the body is involved. It is a body sense. Now I means this body. When the I comes into the picture, the you comes into the picture immediately in a spur of moment. Getting? The I is born. With the I, you is born. The whole universe is born. It disappears in deep sleep together. The I disappears and the whole world disappears. So it simply means that it is contained in the consciousness, the I and the universe. Because when the consciousness disappears, where is the universe, my dear? and it disappears in the deep sleep. It appears with the appearance of consciousness. It appears as I here and as universe there. Is it clear? Okay. हो जाए फिर